Saving money can be a challenge for many of us, especially when you have a really tight income. But with a little bit of strategy, planning and sacrifice, you can save a lot of money even when you have a really tight income. If you are someone who's struggling to save money each month, this video is for you. Without further ado, let's dig in. Tip number 1, create a budget. If you don't have a budget, you will have no idea where you are spending money on, where to spend and where not to spend. And when you have a budget, you have a clear idea what you are spending money on and where it is going. You can track your expenses. To save money, tracking is important. So create a budget and track your expenses. There's a very simple rule, which is a 50, 30 and 20 rule. 50% of your income should go to your necessities, like your accommodation, your food, your mobile call, your commute, what you need to live for. You cannot live without. That is your necessity. So 50% should go to your necessities. And 30% should go to your wants, like you want to go to a movie, or you want to dine out, or you want to hang out with a friend, or travel, or you want to go shopping, some makeup or clothes, bag, accessories, whatever. So 30% should go to your wants, that you can still live if it doesn't fulfill, but you want them. And next 20% should straight go to your savings account or your emergency account. This 20% you cannot touch even if you want to. So 20% straight go to your emergency fund, and you can only touch this fund when you have an emergency. So there you go. We made a video sometime back with this rule, and we talked about in details and some other strategies. We're going to link that video in the description box below if you want, check it out. Tip number 2. Prioritize expenses. As we talked about in the first topic, that 50, 30 and 20 rule. So 30%, even you are not spending this money, you are saving this money, or holding on to this money, then you can actually save a lot of money after a few years. So you are saving 50% of your income, 20% for emergency fund and 20% for your savings account. So hold on to this once for a few years, and you can see that you have saved a lot of money, and you have a little bit of money in your bank account, and you have the financial freedom, and then you can actually do a lot of things, such as you can invest this money and you can earn more money. So prioritize your expenses and live on your necessities for a few years when you are starting or when you are struggling. Tip number 3, reduce unnecessary cost. If you have multiple subscriptions like Netflix, Amazon Prime and other stuffs, but you are not watching a lot, so you can cut down on this. You can have only one subscription. You can have Amazon Prime. You can get your goods delivered free, and you can also watch a lot of movies, shows, and you can spend on your entertainment. So you can have only one and you can cut rest of them, or you can share with a friend or multiple friends. In that case, you can save a lot of money. Similarly, you can cook at home instead of going to a restaurant, or you can make your coffee at home and take it to your work instead of going to a Starbucks and get your coffee every single morning. You can go for a carpooling or sharing a car with your friend, or you can walk to your office, or you can use a public transport instead of a single car or your taxi. So you can save a lot of money in this case also. Tip number 4, emergency fund. If you don't have an emergency fund, create one now, and you need to save 20% of your income to your emergency fund every single month, no matter what. Imagine you're earning $100 a month. $20 goes straight to your emergency fund, and you can think that $80 is your salary. So don't think $100 is your salary. You can think 80% is your salary, and you can try to save money within this amount as well. So create an emergency fund and save from today. Tip number 5, automate saving. You can talk to your bank and find a strategy to automate your savings. For instance, you earn $100 and you want to save $20 each month. So you can automate transfer to your savings account or your emergency fund from your current account. So don't keep a lot of money in your current account, because you will be tempted to spend that money no matter what. So try to find an automated situation so you don't have to go ahead and do manually every single month to save your money. Some cases, because when you are saving money manually, you will be lazy and you will not feel like doing it. You will think that next month I will do it, and you will lose that money because you may spend that money from your current account. So try to automate your savings or your investments every single month, no matter what. Tip number 6, minimize debt. If you are someone who has a debt, try to pay it off as soon as possible. You find a strategy, talk to your bank, talk to the person who lend you money, and you can find a strategy, you can stop the interest and try to pay it off as soon as possible. Try to save money every month and pay off your debt so you don't have to pay unnecessarily the interest rate. Tip number 7, cut energy uses. If you are not in the room, try to switch off your light, fan. If you are in a room and you don't need AC, don't use it. If you are someone who cannot sleep without an AC, you can switch on your fan and AC and cool the room and then switch off the AC and go sleep. I do this strategy. I follow this strategy almost every day. In case I am awake again and I need to switch on the AC, I switch it on for 10 minutes and switch it off, then go sleep. This is how I can save my energy a lot. Tip number 8, shop secondhand. If you're in a country like me, I'm in Bangladesh, and we can buy brand new clothes in a fraction of a price because Bangladesh makes a lot of branded items and export. We can buy the leftovers with the small price, like fraction of a price, and we don't spend a lot in the clothes. Or if you have access to good quality clothes in a cheaper price, then you can go ahead and buy first hand. But if you are in a country where you don't have this access or this kind of access, try to buy second hand. In that case, you can save a lot of money in the long run. Tip number 9, DIY and repairs. You can try to learn some basic repairing skills, and in that case you can save a lot of money in the long run. You don't have to call a mechanic whenever there is a small thing goes wrong in your house. You can fix it by yourself. Tip number 10, comparison shopping. When you need to buy something which is expensive or pricey, you can find online or offline to find the best deal. If you need to buy it now, you can buy it, but you can wait for a little while and you can find a deal like Black Friday or Christmas or New Year or Eid or whatever kind of deal. You can wait for that and you can buy that appliance or that investment in that time to get the best deal. Try to compare your prices online, offline to find the best deal as well. Tip number 11, negotiate. You can negotiate your package with your internet provider, with your mobile prices or any kind of subscription, and you can use also coupons and different kinds of promotional code to find your best deal. Tip number 12, avoid impulse shopping. If you are someone who has impulse shopping problem, then you are in a big problem, because this is actually a big problem in this world. I am someone who had this kind of a problem, and what I did, I created a strategy that I can save that photo on my phone and sit on these for a few days, and most of the time I don't even buy that item. I have a shopping list and I can go and add in my shopping list, and if I'm still thinking about the same thing after a month or 2 months, then probably I'll go ahead and buy this. But I have realized whatever I put in my shopping cart or I save that photo on my phone, most of the time I don't even go back and check, and whenever I need to add something else in that list, I go ahead and then see like, oh my god, I have added these items but I didn't buy it, because most of the time I don't need that. But if something I'm still thinking about it after a month or two, probably I'll go and like buy that item unless it's very expensive and out of my reach. Tip number 13, find additional incomes. Most of the time we still have a lot of time after our work. You can find part-time jobs, you can work from home, you can do some consultancy, project basis. I am working on this YouTube for quite some time. I'm trying to invest my time and energy and efficiency in this channel, so someday this will bring me more income. But I have a full-time job, don't get me wrong. I work on this, and additionally I'm working on this YouTube channel. So someday this will bring me money, so you can also do the same. You can work on your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, or any other social media if you are someone who loves to talk or you love to take pictures, and you can bring additional income. Or even if you are someone who doesn't like any of this, you can go ahead and find part-time jobs on Fiverr, Upwork, and stuff like that. Tip number 14, sell unused items. Most of the time we have a lot of items in our home and we barely use them. And then go ahead and declutter and sell the unused items, and you will find probably extra cash through this sale. Tip number 15, avoid high cost lifestyle. If you're someone who needs to shop every single week, don't do that. Stop it now. If you're smoking, then you are actually spending a lot of money on your cigarettes. Try calculating whatever brand you are smoking and how many cigarettes you smoke every day. And you can calculate it after a year that how much money you have spent in this year on this bad habit. If you're someone who drinks a lot, then you can also calculate this money that how much you're spending on a drink. And if you need to drink sometimes, occasionally, you can do that, but try to drink at home or buy a bottle and go to your friend's house and do that instead of going to a pub or a bar. You can save a lot of money in the long run. Tip number 16, annualize your spending. Whenever you are doing something every single day, try to calculate how much money you are spending every year on this. If you are spending $5 each day on a Starbucks coffee, you can see that you are spending $1,825 in a year on this coffee. Instead, when you know this amount, you can actually change your habit or replace your habit with something positive. For instance, I need a coffee every single day when I go to work. So what I did, I invest on a good quality flask and I make coffee at home. I bring my coffee into my flask and I save a lot of money in the long run. So try doing that. Tip number 17, investment. When you have money in your hand, you can know how to invest your money. You can even start investing within $10. You don't necessarily need to have millions of dollars to invest it. If you don't have a dollar, don't worry. You have a phone, you have a smartphone. That's why you are watching this YouTube video. So what you can do, you can use your phone and try to invest your time, efficiency, your learning, your energy into your YouTube channel or anything like that. So this will bring you more money in the future. But probably this is not bringing you any money, but it takes a long time to create a channel. Remember that. So if you have some free time and you don't have enough money to do anything, you can do this. This is how you don't need to have dollars in your hand to invest money, but you can invest your time and energy into something that will bring money in the future. So try to invest your time, energy or money, whichever is possible for you, whatever your lifestyle suits and whatever you like, because if you don't like something, you cannot continue it for a long time. My video doesn't get viewed a lot, but I love making videos. I love talking to the camera. That's why I'm doing it. I'm still doing it. I will be probably doing it for a long time, even nobody watches me. So this is my spirit because I like doing that. But if I am someone, I probably don't like to take a lot of pictures. So I don't take a lot of pictures. That is not my thing. So find your thing, whatever is your thing and you can afford to do right now, and stop being lazy and do it now. So that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching our video, but remember, this is your life and your income. Whatever you can save money, you will be able to enjoy that money in the long run, in a later life. So if you have a good financial freedom, you don't have to stick into a job that you don't like. You can, if you have money, if you have financial freedom, you can go ahead and quit your job and find a job that you love. So try to save money and be happy, be healthy. See you, take care.